It's something important to him. So
I mean, I do eat more than you. I've got.
I don't mind about
appetite.
I don't mind that much about it as long as we actually get our fair share. I don't care how much you have, as long as we get our fair share. That sustains us. That's
Look,
fine.
if he cooks double the amount that's needed, but he eats half of it, that's fine. Surely.
Yeah, it's 50% mine, 50% all three of yours. It's fine.
But it's too large a portion for you. He's just cooking ridiculous amounts. So, Perdan will go. Does anyone have any reservations about Patron being cook if he does cook for everyone?
I'm fine with that.
I'll always cook for everyone. Always having a packed lunch. Good at this.
Samson, any thoughts?
I would have liked to have been cooked, but how do we know Patchy's not going to eat all the food?
Because I made him bet his armor if he did.
Whoa. Never shook hands on that.
I'll offer you my hand now.
Shake hands or you can't be the cook.
What?
You got to shake my hand, or else I won't agree to you being cook.
Oh, who's going to be the money man or the items man? Got to promise to their armor then.
What, the
All
quartermaster?
their weapons. Yeah. If we're going to go on this. But I thought we was a team. I thought we trusted each other.
We've seen what you like with food, dude.
So I'll have 5 sandwiches to your 1. I don't see a problem with this.
Okay, sure. I'm okay. I'm okay with Patrick being cooked. Fine, whatever.
So, the 2 roles left: leader and quartermaster. Stocks.
Okay, since
Wait, who's negotiator?
Baracus, and no one said anything against that.
Oh. Is that the best decision?
What's the issue? What's the issue?
I think he has the best charisma out of all of us.
I do.
So I'm perfectly fine.
Intimidation, deception.
Perdan will sidle up and goes, it's probably best not to intimidate or deceive your clients, but whatever, it's your decision.
Pickled onions and got vinegar all over them.
What?
I don't know. I thought Adjon's the best talker in situations. I think.
I wouldn't say that. I would say that I am very awkward.
Because Baracus is more just like, fuck it, I'm done talking to you. Magic missile level 2, and then they're a pile of ash, and then we didn't get all the information. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. No. Like,
shoot first, ask questions later.
Look, if we're gonna sort these roles out properly, we need to put our trust in the people that we've got the roles assigned to. As Patrick's already stated once.
Yes, we're a team. We work together.
And I'm okay with trusting Baracus in this.
Trust himself. What you wanted?
Do you want money or not?
Of course we do.
I mean, I want money. I trust you, man.
Businessman, I trust you.
Okay, so for the last 2 remaining roles, I would like to hear Baracus's and Patron's views on who should be either role, because you 2 have already got your roles assigned.
What are the 2 roles last? 2 last roles.
Quartermaster,
leader and stocks.
Yeah.
Stocks.
So stocks will be in charge of any group inventory, and they will actually be in charge of this. Just a heads up. So if they would be the one who has to know all the things about how much everything they have.
Got this slight problem. I mean, Jimson with all our stuff, he has no money, but he's no good as a leader either.
I'll say that Jimson spending his money at that point in time was probably a good move.
Yeah, it was a good move. Like, I needed to strengthen myself, or else I wouldn't have done it.
Hands in the air if you trust Jimmy with your money.
I mean, he's not keeping the money. He's just the items and the weapons. And...
Yeah, you carry your own purse.
He will handle the getting. He'll receive all the money from gigs, and then he will have to divvy it out to all of you.
No.
Which I'll do.
Hands in the air if you trust Jimmy.
I'm honest.
I don't think he's.
Perdan will point at you, Patron. He said, the team have trusted you in charge of making sure they're fed. You should at least extend that out to your fellow teammates.
I'm pretty sure that if I just stole the money and ran away, you'd track
You
me
would-
down and kill me.
I mean, he would
one
have.
of the two of us at least would kill you.
Exactly. So I'm not going to go
I-
anywhere. am I?
I think he would have like already run off if that was the case anyway. So I
Actually,
think
no. Do you know what? That's fine by me because I set all the prices.
You know what we
I'm
get.
okay with that. So I know exactly what we're getting.
Okay. I trust you.
who's that?
That's
To?
So Perdan goes, so the remaining party members is Adran as leader.
Yeah.
And Jimson as stocks.
The
Fine by me.
quartermaster. He is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was okay. That's Rigner, can you go and get our old adventuring equipment, please? And you
I'm just going to grab a pen.
taking it all seriously, I like that, Jim. And Regner will scurry back behind the thing, and he'll come back relatively quickly, fully prepared. And he'll go around the table. He'll hand you, Patrin, a full selection of pots and pans,
Oh, great.
and this weird-looking wood.
What's the quality of it?
So,
It looks
Used.
relatively high quality. No, in all fairness, it looks relatively high quality. It looks used, but good quality.
Okay.
Bam. That's the one.
What's good is it's clearly designed for travel because all the pots can almost fit inside it itself. So it's like you only have
are
to
you
carry.
explaining the equipment now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
all
don't
the pots can just kind of fit inside itself, and it's quite easy to carry around. And he explains that this wood burns, but will never burn out.
Whoa.
It will. You can cook on it as much as you want. This wood will never actually burn.
How'd you put it out?
Question:
Go on.
Can it be used as a torch?
I don't see why not. I mean, the whole wood would be on fire, but if you had it like at the end of a metal pole or something, sure.
How'd you put it
Yeah.
out?
With water, like normal, but it just won't get.
It won't
it'll
naturally go
be
out.
usable again and again and again.
Oh.
Bam.
Cool wood.
That's cool.
He'll go to you, Jimson,
Hello.
and he will put this like messenger's bag on the table, and you see him put it down, then kind of look at it, then he'll rip something off the front of it and put it in his pocket. And if you roll a perception check, you can see what he ripped off before you paid attention.
Is that all of us or?
What
Just
the
him.
fuck happened then? Somebody killed me.
Wait, why is he ripping shit off?
Well, you might find out.
His super reducer did some friends badge.
He doesn't know it.
You think it was someone's name,
Okay.
but you didn't get to see what the name actually was. So, sorry?
Got a 16.
No, if you're cheating, you did, yeah. So he rips what looked like a name tag off it, and then it goes to you, okay, you're in charge of stocks. Here's your very own bag of holding.
Oh,
Fit as
That's
much
that.
as you want in there.
that is a good item.
Oh,
You
mate,
want
you
that?
got
Is this a bottomless bag?
Yeah.
Effectively, yeah. And you can put your hand in, just think about what you want to pull out, grab, and then you can pull it out.
Is there anything in there at the
Is this based on
It's like-
Black Blue?
It's kind of based on Mary Poppins.
Is there anything currently in there or is it empty?
It's he
Well, so what
turns
can I do
upside
is
down.
imagine what I want, and it's there.
No, I
No.
just put it in there.
Anything you've put in there, you can grab out at any point. You just need to think about what you want to grab. Put your arm in there, pull it out. It's there.
Okay, I'm gonna put the. I'm
Only
gonna
if every bag was
test it
like
by
that.
putting a chair in and a mug in, and then.
What? How big is this bag?
The bag, you need to be able to fit whatever you're putting in there in the bag. So a chair won't fit in, but a mug will.
Okay,
I'm
mug and a
mugging a plate.
candle then.
Okay, a mug and a candle. Yeah, you put both of those in.
and I ask for like, think of the candle.
Okay, you put your hand in. You're thinking of the candle, and you pull out the candle.
Wow.
Bam.
Bam. That's a magic bag.
Okay, so back to
So
my original
magic.
question: is apart from the now mug that's in there, is there anything in the bag?
They go, no, it was emptied when. Well, we need to know it was emptied
Okay.
when the
But are you sure
previous
nobody
member
put
left.
nothing in there when he wasn't
That's fine.
looking?
So Patrick gets everlasting mud. I get a bag.
Yeah, but you can put everything in.
Let's see what that sounded.
He sounds disappointed.
Episode 5.
Everlasting wood. Patrick's got everlasting wood.
Yeah.
Sure, you'll
Oh.
make somebody very happy someday.
Is that all he's got? Everlasting wood.
Yeah.
And pots and pans that fold into themselves.
That's all you need, Jim.
Okay.
Oh.
You're a
Okay.
team, so whether you think one person's thing is better than everyone else's,
Do I get anything
It's irrelevant.
else? Or...
that's
I mean-
it. The bag's all you get.
Do you want to hold my wood? I mean,
But it's
Sure,
you
hey,
could- yeah. I mean, you could really put the wood and the pots and pans inside the bag if you wanted to.
I take it doesn't like accumulate weight either.
No.
Bam. That's amazing.
wow, that bag's good.
You are over encumbered and you're just slow to
Could I climb on the bag?
increase your constitution to be able to
Yeah.
run again.
I want to climb on the bag. No weight increase. Sounds good.
Oh, there would be if you climbed in it.
He's just got his arms outside of the bag. His whole body's inside the bag. And he's like, well, this is nice.
Just
they'll go-
whenever he says about religious things.
Yeah. Anyway.
Perdan will move on to you, Brackus, and he'll say, "You've taken over my role from the previous team, and I'm here to give you this." And he holds out what looks like a solid silver ring for your finger.
Whoa. Did you gonna say yes?
You just put this on.
Okay.
You slide it onto your finger, and he goes, "Now, think of what you want to say to me without saying anything."
Oh, right, really?
Oh no.
Really.
Dirty messages in the head now.
And it can be 25 words long, whatever the message you're thinking you sent to Perdan is. So, actually think of something to send to him.
Oh.
He goes, "And hello to you, Baracus." He
Yes.
sent me a personal message for that one.
Why does he get that? As a negotiator?
He will need to, if you ask that in character, he goes, he will need to be talking back and forth with Home Office more than anyone else.
Does that mean that he'd have a direct line to you?
Well, the way it works is you can have 5 people you can contact using that ring at any one time. You can replace any with any at any point, but you can only have 5 maximum. And you have to be in their presence for you to add them as a contact.
Wow. You never told us he was doing this, but he was doing it behind his back. Wow, that's weird.
Can those 5 people also respond, or is it just a one-way thing?
It's a one-way thing. I've got my own, he says, raising up his hand. So if we have contacts, we can be in constant back and forth.
Where'd you get these from?
From our many adventures.
Okay.
And he goes,
then Baracus has got to think about the 5 people that he wants to store.
yeah, there's already Perdan in there, which would probably be a wise idea, but it's up to you. You just tell me who you want in there at any point, your 5 people, and there will be the 5 people. I think he's sending messages to people.
He's like, oh man, all this talking is just like not good for me, so I'm just gonna think it to
Send
you.
things in your head now.
Whatever you send to people, can you let me know as DM? Just a heads up, unless it's literally inconsequential.
If I'm gonna do it, if I'm gonna send like dodgy crap, like, stuff that shouldn't be heard by the rest of the group, then I'll just sort of add you into the conversation.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. And Perdan will go, and finally, taking over Gren's previous role, Adran, last but not least, well, last and probably least, and he hands you a badge.
Leader
A
badge.
badge.
Yeah, a badge, and it's
Does it have the word
Gods.
leader on it? So the badge that
he
has
hands
leader
you
on it.
this. He hands you this badge with leader written on it, and he goes, "This shows that you are the leader."
It's funny that because it's written on it as well.
Yes, it is.
I think you just got mugged off, mate.
Aren't you an observant chap?
I mean,
Patron gets everlasting wood and you get a badge.
he gets a
Go on,
box
must
bag.
be something it does. Come on,
It's
mate.
like you got the participation medal.
I mean, you can
He
stab
goes,
people
"Look,
with it.
you are leader of the group," which, as a DM, I'm going to tell you now, makes most sense because you can have maneuvers to make people move about and stuff.
Yeah.
You can, yeah.
Oh
but
yeah, it
inside
works
the game-
quite well.
I know this badge doesn't mean much, but it's a symbol, and it is a symbol.
Just track
Meaning
it.
these people should listen to you when you ask them to do things. Even though this seems like the smallest of the gifts,
It is the greatest.
It carries
a lot-
the heaviest responsibility.
effectively, yes.
Rule them all.
One hand trying to rule them all.
And he'll
Okay.
go back to his thing. And then
Yeah, that's fine.
there you go.
I mean,
Gren will then step.
so far, whenever we ever get like any equipment, so far, like when we were back in that trial in the forest, like it was like, oh yeah, by the way, here's some boots, but you might have to give it to somebody else. Finger guns.
Can I
and
just
then,
say, I had these things given to each thing planned out beforehand, and I was like,
Yeah.
"You're agile leader." I was like, "Okay, well." Other people would have been more salty about getting a badge, but
I'll accept it. I'm sort of like,
just sitting there polishing it.
I'm just sort of looking at it. I'll engrave the damn thing if I wanted to. I'll make it look pretty, and there you go.
Gren will step forward to the table and put his hands down, hand down, and lean forward,
Mhm.
and say, "And now onto the actually pressing matters."
Okay.
He goes, "I'm sure you will have noticed our new guests in this town."
You mean the dwarves?
The dwarves. I was going to
Yes.
ask about them.
Hmm.
He goes, "Yes." Well, it turns out that the miners from Pav have realised that this fishing village actually exists.
Okay.
They are planning on making this a much more major port and using it to transport all of their mined goods across the seas using this port from now on. It's much closer than the current Haran, which they are using, so transport costs will be down once it's built up.
Okay, so is this what you'd consider a bad thing or a good thing? Because surely it would be good for your economy here.
It depends who you are.
Okay,
The mayor, very happy.
of course.
Lots more tax coming in. He says he can build the town up with this. He says he can make a lot more money from this.
Hmm.
He says the town will benefit. The local traders and inns like ourselves, it's all good. More people coming in, more money. The fisher people, the fishermen, who this town was built on, not particularly thrilled. They say they say that the new larger ships will disturb the fish closer to the port, so they'll have to travel further out. And
Right.
if expensive goods are being transported from this dock, bandits will set up around town and start trying to hijack ships. And whilst the mines can afford bodyguards, fishermen cannot.
It'll also be very difficult to try and guard them out in the ocean in a boat.
Exactly. For their large galleys, it would be easy, but for a small fishing ship, they don't stand a chance.
Hmm.
It's a bit of a divisive issue.
Okay. Out of curiosity, are you siding with anyone, or are you keeping out of it and letting just things happen?
We prefer to keep out of it. We have a lot of fishermen who come into this tavern for business.
Mhm.
and we have, but we feel we could benefit from expanding this town. You know how small this town is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say it's a net gain for us overall, but we'll put on a small face.
Mm.
Oh, guys, what the fuck are you doing?
He went over there to start building cups, and now I'm just throwing cups at him. He's not listening.
I am listening.
But-
I'm going to ask about the mayor. Is it still the same disgraced mayor?
No, it's not. That's not this town's mayor. That
Oh,
was.
that's the other town, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We met this town's mayor.
I don't think so.
Like maybe once, very briefly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like so much so that we don't
Probably
even bother
go.
to remember his name, kind of thing.
yeah. Onto the quest in question.
Okay.
As a kind of, well, there's a local myth. The founder of this town was a fisherman who fished so well people thought he was an alchemist, and he was not shy in sharing the fact that he had
Yeah, carry on.
an interest in alchemy.
Okay.
There's a myth that if you look into his abandoned mansion up on the hill outside of town,
Right.
that if you see a figure of his ghost in the window, that he is displeased with what is happening in the town. Now, a lot of the local fishermen are claiming to say that they've seen his
Passive
figure.
To be displeased, I take it.
Yes.
But
The
I mean,
mayor-
that would be convenient for, and in line with what they would want, though.
It'd be very convenient for them. The
Okay.
mayor, as a kind of, I don't know, appeasement, has hired you to check out the mansion and make sure there's no ghosts in
For how
the
much?
mansion.
Oh
Yeah,
my
no ghosts.
god.
The pay for this is low. It's a total of 50 gold. But
What?
What?
Negotiator.
let me explain.
Thought that.
Negotiator, I'm planning this to be your first main active role.
Negotiate a better price. Come on.
Also,
Wait, is he saying low just to get us used to negotiating, or?
No, it's just because the mayor's a stingy bastard. Anyway, carry on.
we have arranged a meeting for him to come in. So we can go get him whenever. And Negotiator, if you're willing to put yourself to the test, trial by fire and all that, then yeah, whenever you're ready.
Oh,
I mean,
this will be fun.
if we were gonna do like a proper like
No.
business talk, Baracus, would you mind if I was with you?
No, I said I'd take you with me.
Bam.
Well,
Negotiation.
if you
team.
two are willing to go talk to the mayor about this at his house, you could maybe catch him off guard. Or if you prefer to be in the comfort of here and maybe have the home turf,
Are we all not going, or is it just?
I mean, you
it's
could-
up to the negotiator. I say trust your new members in their new roles.
I'm gonna take just the leader. The cook can get a meal ready for when we get back.
Why?
Huh?
You dickhead.
Children.
Yeah. So this is why he's only taking me.
That's why you're
Yeah.
the leader, and I'm a chef.